Welcome, everyone. I want to invite you along on a journey. We're going to do the PCS misadventure with an archetypal military spouse named Sarah. We want to challenge some of your expectations with the reality of what many of us have experienced. The first thing I want to do is tell you what PCS stands for. It's called a permanent change of station, which is hilarious because they only last for 1 to maybe 3 years if you're lucky. So meet Sarah. Sarah's a young adult, just getting started on her professional journey. She may have a college degree. She may be pursuing licensure. She represents about 1 million of us across the country. There are 400,000 PCS moves every year, and most of those moves from those service members that are being relocated have Sarahs at home that are doing a lot of the work to get the family moved. As soon as there are whispers of a PCS, we start dreaming. Oh, we're going, so I love this. We're going somewhere exotic. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a vacation, the adventure, right? Well, reality starts to set in when our geographic options start to appear. And then we are faced with the reality of maybe what we're looking at. So mission control is our new part-time job. Compensation 0, but we are focused, laser focused on reestablishing our family's patterns in multiple different options of a potential new duty station. So we're not allowed to hit filter yet on Zillow. We can't decide what our price range is. We're not sure if we're renting or buying. We're not even really sure which state we're looking at, but the research begins. As everyone's mentioned, most of the time we do option to live off the installation. We are in your communities for a variety of reasons. Usually it's because of availability of housing, options, preferences, and also the opportunity to hopefully work. The magical day arrives, we have actual orders. All of the work that we've already done now starts to be actionable. We can go, we can sign leases, we can book travel, we can book the move itself. We can book a holiday in between. It's summertime. Most moves happen during the summer, so why not pack as much in as we can? That gets really tricky, though, because the military doesn't like to stick to what it says. So when orders actually change, everything else gets altered. We are really good at changing plans. There's also a school scramble. Most military families have children at home that they're looking to make sure that they're reestablished in a learning environment that suits their needs. Additionally, with all of their extracurriculars, super important. The funner part here is Sarah's spouse just said, guess what, honey? I've got to go to the field. So you got this, and we do it usually on our own. Most people here have experienced that. The move is expected to go cleanly and smoothly. We've got our move date set, and the movers call and say, sorry, we're going to change your move date. But the move date is a hinge point for all of the other things that we've lined up. So we're navigating that as another complement to our part-time job. Contrary to what most people believe, moves are not fully funded. On average, military families expend about $5,000 per move. Start doing some math. The more frequently you move, the deeper that hole gets. Sarah is focused intently on everyone else's well-being and reestablishing their pattern of life, and her self-care falls to the very bottom of an ever-growing to-do list. In addition to that, there are severe challenges with loneliness and not feeling connected. She spent her entire time making sure everyone else is well served, leaving her own needs and her own grief process of leaving the familiar on the sidelines. The good news is that Sarah knows that local communities are everything. And we tell Sarah all the time, reach out, get connected. And she knows that that is a really great resource for her. It's a cornerstone, actually, of her PCS experience. This is super important in Texas, particularly because the perception of a PCS experience impacts, again, the way people feel. An active duty perception of connectedness to community is actually quite low compared to other states. So this is where you can come in. At every touch point, you have the opportunity to welcome a military family, particularly the spouses, in. Small things like providing resources, service providers are super helpful, but being an emergency contact is the smallest thing and the easiest actionable thing you can do and offer a military family who comes to a place and knows no one. Come to my table. I'll tell you all about what MILLIE does. We offer some of the resources and connection points for military families and help you all as well offer those options in your work. But my question here today is simple. We know that Sarahs exist. We know that Sarahs are in your communities, moving to your communities. So be thinking about what more you can do to help the Sarahs that you encounter. Thank you so much.